What's going on, boys? So this video will be about chess and the importance of playing chess in your life and just learning how to play chess and having fun with it. I've never known how to play chess in my 25 years, and it's kind of embarrassing because my family doesn't consist of many chess players apart from my granddad, and that's my dad's dad, and he plays chess for as long as I can remember. I remember him having this wooden chessboard that was like really old looking, and he still has this one chessboard, and he always played chess. He went to parks and played chess, and even at the moment I'm pretty sure he's playing chess on his computer. Like, he wakes up and he plays chess straight away. Like, he loves this game. So I remember one day I went to Lithuania, is where I'm from, and I asked my granddad to teach me to play chess. So the way he taught me to play chess was by pointing out my mistakes, and first of all by telling me how the pieces move individually. So because every single piece has its own moves, and it's quite complex because it's unlike any other game, because you have to first of all learn the rules, maybe take half an hour each day for 2 days and just learn how the pieces move. And then you can get into the fun part and learning how to play chess. So he just showed me how the pieces move, and then he pointed out my mistakes and said, are you sure you want to make this move? Maybe you want to make this different move. So I learned from him just by playing maybe for a couple of hours, and I learned that chess is really, really important to learn to play in life, because life is like a game of chess. Not to be like corny and cringy, but it kind of is. It has the pawns and the queen and the king, and all of these pieces do have these metaphors that you can kind of come up with yourself. And if you play chess, I'm pretty sure you know what I mean. So I've been sick this past week, and I'm sorry if you hear me snotting around and blowing my nose. I'll actually have a sip of tea. I've had tonsillitis this past week and a flu. I've had fever, so I still don't feel really well. So that's why the videos have been postponed for a while. And anyways, that doesn't matter. Let's get back to chess. So I've been playing chess for the past week quite intently, and instead of scrolling social media, I went onto the chess app on my phone. I'm actually going to show you which one I use because it's pretty good. So it's called chess.com. I don't know if you can see that. So it's called chess.com, and you can play the computer. So there's a guy called Martin, and his rating is 250. And this guy is really bad. Like, anything you do, you're going to end up winning the game. Like, he's really easy. And then you can progress into like Eleni, and she's like 400. And then you have your man Aaron, and he's like 700. And then you have your man like Emir, and he's like 1,000. You get my point. So you're basically playing a bot, but those bots are very nice to play because they're interactive. When you make a move, let's say you're playing against Martin, this really botty guy. He's really bad. You can do any move and he's going to basically lose. But the way you play is, they tell you what mistakes you're making. They tell you if you've made an excellent move, if you've made a mistake, if you've made a good move, if you've made a bad move. They tell you all through the game what kind of move have you made, and then you can go back and correct your move. So this app I found is the best way of actually learning to play chess. And you can spend like half an hour watching a YouTube video. If you don't have a family member that plays chess to explain chess to you, you can spend a half an hour watching a YouTube video of how to play chess. Because it's better to learn from a relative. If you have a relative, go and get in touch with your relative that knows how to play chess. I'm sure they will appreciate it, because people that like chess probably like to teach chess as well. But why am I pointing this thing out? Why am I telling you about chess? Why am I just all of a sudden saying, you need to learn how to play chess? It's because I've realized that chess is really important at making your brain active. It's really important to keep your brain young, if that makes sense. Because when you are living in today's society, you have a lot of information just thrown at you. You don't really choose what information you consume. You're just kind of floating, and information's coming your way, and you don't really have to think too much in today's age. Even like when you're working, if you have like a sitting job, it's pretty much floating. You don't have to swim at all. And life is kind of like that. The population is becoming more dumb, if I can put it that way. It's definitely declining in intelligence. It's maybe excelling at technological intelligence, but it's definitely declining in street smarts and such. But chess is going to keep your brain very youthful. That's the best way I can put it. Because I'll give you an example. So my granddad is 70 something years old, maybe 72, and you can tell that he practices chess. You can tell that he's doing something on the side to keep himself occupied, to keep his brain from developing Alzheimer's and, you know, those dementia, if you want to put it that way. But while you're young, you have to keep your brain stimulated. You have to work out your brain. If you go to the gym, you work out your muscles, and you are basically getting better every single day. There's not really anything for the brain these days as good as chess is that makes your brain work. It's like chess is very entertaining, yet it's so beneficial. You will understand the benefits once you start playing, but I was kind of shook of how actually good chess is. I didn't really realize it would be that good. But the first few games that I've played, it didn't hook me. I have to point that out, because you may want to start playing chess and you play your first few games and it won't hook you. You have to play at least 10, 15, 20 games before you actually get into the rhythm of playing chess, because, you know, it's that kind of thing where at the start you suck at playing chess so bad that like this Martin guy that you're going to play in chess.com is going to be very good. In your opinion, you'll be like, wow. But, you know, as you progress, you will actually want to play more because you'll get better at it. And that's kind of like everything with life. When you suck at something, you don't want to do it. But when you get good at something, you're like, oh, okay, I see, this is actually fun. It's the same with jiu-jitsu. I remember going to jiu-jitsu and I was so bad. Like, everyone was making me tap. And I was like, wow, like, why do I even bother going here? And then once you start winning, once you start getting better, you start developing your skills. You're like, you know what, I actually enjoy this game. I actually enjoy this sport. So it's the same thing. Don't get discouraged by being bad. You'll get better. And just keep watching YouTube videos if you don't have a relative to explain this to you. But you have to keep your brain active just as you keep your body active. It's maybe even more important to keep your brain active, because, you know, intelligence is something that is declining in today's world, and it's very sad to see. But, you know, that's pretty much it. I spent some time playing chess with my girlfriend, and I remember we went away to a holiday with my mum, and there was like a big chess board. Like, it was a human-sized chess game. So it was like these big pieces that were like a size of a limb. Like, I don't know, what can I explain it with? Like, one chess piece was the size of your kitchen bin. It was like big. So we were in Gran Canaries. It's one of the Canary Islands, and me and my mum were just playing this chess game at night, and it was really fun. And, you know, one thing, if you have a partner, if you have a girlfriend, or if you're a girl watching this, if you have a boyfriend, spend some time playing chess together. Spend some time bonding over something that you learn together. It's going to be beneficial, it's going to be fun, and it's a great time to pass. It's a great way to pass time. You know, you're learning a skill together. What's better than learning together? You know, and also I came up with this one thing. It's like, you know how everyone's addicted to social media these days, and you might be too. Like, you find yourself scrolling for a little bit too long on social media. You find it like you're scrolling on Instagram or like TikTok or something. Like, you shouldn't have those apps. They're not good for you. They just make you dumb, and that's why we are in this crisis of intelligence going down. But anyways, if you find yourself scrolling these apps, if you find yourself doing some degenerate shit or doing something that you shouldn't be doing on your phone specifically, open the chess app. Like, that's your punishment. Play like 1 or 2 games of chess as punishment. You know, it's like enjoyable punishment. Like, I made a video about this before. It's like, create a punishment that's good for you to replace your habits. So when you find yourself like scrolling, just play a chess game instead. It's going to be more beneficial for you, and it's actually going to be, you know, more fun. Because I want to get on a little side tangent here, but I noticed one thing with social media and scrolling through like Instagram reels, because I still tend to do, I'm not gonna lie, for like 15 minutes a day I'll spend like scrolling the Instagram reels, which is really bad. It's degenerate, and I plan on stopping very soon. And I made this rule for myself to play chess instead. But what was I gonna say? Yeah, I noticed that when I'm watching these Instagram reels, I find that you don't remember anything that you watched. It plays no part in your life whatsoever. Like, maybe if a meme is like really funny or something, you might remember it, but nothing you see on that app, on those Instagram reels, is going to be useful in your life. You don't remember it at all. Like, there's zero useful knowledge there. Zero. Like, how the algorithm works on all of these apps like YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, no content that is provided for you is going to be life-changing or motivational to an extent to make you cancel out of the app or quit the app or anything. You're just going to be sitting there and scrolling, and then like 1 hour later, try and remember what you've watched. Like, you'll remember a few things, but like, has it really been beneficial to you? No, it's just been entertainment. But that kind of entertainment that you're watching on these apps, that's entertainment that's going to be taxing. You're taking away happiness from your future self, basically. So like, you're watching these, social media things, those Instagram reels or whatever. That time that you're indulging at this degenerate activity, you're actually taking away happiness from your future self. You'll have to, give back that time. So, don't know if that makes sense, but that's how it is. You'll just have to you'll have to trust me on that one. So yeah. Oh, my throat is really sore still. So yeah. Sorry if I sound like shit in this video, but yeah, 2 things: play chess, and if you go on social media, still play chess instead. And it's all fun and games, but when you're 70 years old and you have dementia because you've been watching Instagram reels for 50 years, then you'll be thankful for me for not indulging at this degenerate activity and playing chess instead. So that's about it for this video. It's a bit longer than I wanted it to be, but that doesn't matter. I'm pretty sure some of you will watch it all the way through and some of you won't, but that's just life, isn't it? Anyways, I'm hoping to make the interview style videos very soon. Hoping to do it this week, and apart from that, I hope you all are well. If you have any tips for me, if you have watched this video all the way through, tell me if you have any tips for me to get better and to increase my immune system. How do I make my immune system better? Because I get sick very often, and I know why. I overwork my body. I do too much. I go to the gym and then jiu-jitsu and then sauna and then my work job is really, really intense. It's like I do loads of walking. So when I put my body through all of that, I get sick. So yeah, how do I better my immune system but still continue to do all the things that I do? So I'd appreciate some advice from my viewers. If any of you watched this for so long, congratulations if you made it to 15 minutes. I mean, it's pretty hard to do with today's minds. Everyone's really attention spans, they're not great. So yeah. I hope I made sense in today's video, because I'm not feeling well. Anyways, I'm out. See ya. Bye. Peace.